Do you know what a 4570 is? Check, check. What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia, Adesanya, Imavov. I thought the card was, I thought it was but the main event was pretty sick. In terms of, it didn't last very long, just like I don't last very long, especially with Mackenzie Dern, but it was pretty sick because Nasruddin Imavov smoked Adesanya in the second round with a fucking flush kind of like right cross, sort of overhand. It was absolutely insane. We're actually gonna start with the main event, and then we're gonna talk about the entire card. So make sure you guys like and sub, and let's just get right into it. So obviously, starting with the main event, um, Adesanya and Mavov. Wow, wow. Nasruddin and Mavov. He just shocked me. He absolutely shocked me. I obviously picked Adesanya. Me and Kenny Okoye picked Adesanya, and I think who else? I think a couple other. I think Betzheim. Look, a lot of people did pick a Mavov. A lot of people did pick Adesanya. Dick pick? Oh my God! A lot of people did pick Adesanya. A lot of people did pick Adesanya. Jesus Christ, I fucked that one up. A lot of people did. A lot of people did pick Adesanya. A lot of people did pick a Mavov, but I picked Adesanya because I thought, you know what? He's only lost to good guys. And not that I don't think Nasruddin Imavov is good or bad or whatever the case may be, but I just thought he was kind of, I thought he was solid, but can't really be any of the top guys. And boy, did he prove me wrong. I mean, he smoked Adesanya in that second round. Now, to be fair, the first round was pretty competitive. Um, in fact, Izzy won the first round, I'd say. His strikes looked very good. He was very strong. He outmuscled Nasruddin Imavov. He wasn't really getting taken down the way a lot of people predicted he would. A lot of people said, well, the grappling is going to be a big factor. And I said, you know what? I think Imavov is a solid grappler, but he's not Hamzat Chimaev to where he's going to ragdoll Izzy. And I was kind of right. Adesanya didn't get ragdolled. He actually looked really strong and really big in this fight. Pause. Like, he looked really, really buff in this fight. I don't know, like, if the gyno was back, if he was pumping some roids, but in all seriousness, Adesanya, he looked great in this fight, especially in that first round. And I was looking at it like, all right, this was a good pick. Adesanya, this was a good pick here. Round two starts. It's going all right. Gets eye poked. Now, when he gets eye poked, he tries to have his Alex Pereira aura moment where he tells the ref, I got this. Next thing you know, Israel Adesanya is fucking flatlined on the ground, just getting. Bro, he gets eye poked. He tells the ref step off, and a Mavov just this big overhand, puts Adesanya against the cage, and then it was this left hook, and boom, Adesanya just went flat. So he kind of got almost dropped twice. He just went flat. And Mavov was just dogging him, pause, and then dogging him, right? No pun intended, right? Um, and then he was just dogging him, and then Adesanya. Yeah, Mark Goddard just kind of steps in. Was the stoppage early? I think it was slightly early, and Mark Goddard needs to kind of like. I don't know why this guy is like so insistent on just stopping fights so early. I understand it, like I get it, I get it, because he would have probably been knocked out or finished anyways. He definitely would have been. So I don't think it was a terrible stoppage. Definitely not a terrible stop. I don't even think it was really a bad stoppage. I just think it was slightly early. Just slightly early. But Mavov is good. I can't disrespect Nasruddin Mavov anymore. He's very good. And he's got my respect now. He's one of those fighters that I always just didn't like. Not because like of his personality or even his fighting style. I just thought he was boring. Well, his fighting style was kind of boring too, but I just thought he was a pretty boring guy. But hey, I mean, he still is a boring guy, but at least he's a boring guy with a win over a former champ now. So, Mavov pretty much shocked the world. I will do a fights to make next after this video. Um, and I think a Mavov low key should either get a title shot or face Hamza. I don't know. We'll talk about that when we get to that video. But so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nasruddin Imavov, Israel Adesanya, insane fight. And I just want to say, like, does this mean Adesanya is washed? I don't know. Honestly, it's so tricky because they've only put him against good guys, and he's only lost to good guys, and he looked good in this fight, and he looked good in the Dricus fight. But at the end of the day, it's like you look good until you lose. That's just the problem. So maybe he should just retire. He's kind of talking about he doesn't know what's next for himself. I'd either say he should retire or just move up to light heavyweight. I know Pereira is up there. I know he probably just wants to leave that in the past, but honestly, that might be the best move for him, man. Move up to light heavyweight. He could probably beat most top light heavyweights. Maybe not. I mean, he probably loses to Yuri and Pereira, but he probably beats. I'd pick him to beat Ankalaev. He probably beats Jan Blachowicz now, because Jan Blachowicz when he beat Israel Adesanya was in his prime. But now if they rematch, he probably beats him. He probably beats a couple of these guys, but at middleweight, it's like if you're losing to Imavov, you probably lose to Baraujo. You probably lose to, I don't know, man. Anthony Hernandez probably ragdolls you. I know he had good takedown defense in this fight, but Anthony Hernandez over 5 rounds would probably beat Adesanya by submission or something. You got so many guys at middleweight that are just like middleweight is low key becoming a really good division. I can't lie. Imavov, Chimaev, DDP, Strickland, Adesanya, like middleweight's low key pretty underrated by the fans. So is he washed? I don't know, but shout out Imavov and yeah. As for the co-main event, Shara Bullet, Magomedov, I said it, guys. I actually so the main event I got wrong. I was pretty spot on with my prediction for this one. I picked Michael Venom Page 30-27. I said if it was going to be close, a close decision, I would pick Sharap Magomedov because they're not going to give Michael Venom Page a decision over Sharap Magomedov in Saudi Arabia. There you go. That was hard to say. Basically, if it was a close fight, they're giving it to Shara. Is what my prediction was, or is what I thought could have happened. Not my prediction. My prediction was that Michael Venom Page was going to beat him 30-27, and I was right. He beat him 30-27. He dominated. It wasn't really like a good fight at all. It was pretty boring. But also he's a counter striker. And he explodes a lot, but he just did just enough to win. I think two judges had it 30-27. One judge had it 2-1, I believe. Or I might have it the other way around, but nonetheless, yeah, I got this prediction pretty spot on. Sharon Magomedov, I mean, I'm not really surprised by this. I just figured like Michael Venom Page with his distance management, and his kicks. Dude, Sharon Magomedov was like struggling to put away like fucking Armin Petrosian or whatever the fuck his name is, and all these other guys like Mikhail Sachuk, I think. I don't know if he's ever even fought that guy, but he's like he struggled to put away some of these bums, and it's like, and I'm gonna pick him to beat Michael Venom Page. Get the fuck out of here. So I picked MVP. Nothing crazy about this fight. MVP is moving back to welterweight. I think this fight was probably just a favor to the UFC. Like they probably said, "Hey, we need a big name for Shara. No one in middleweight really wants to fight this guy that's kind of in the top, 15. Can you kind of move up, fight this guy?" They'll probably gift him like Wonder Boy or something now. They'll probably give him like a good name now as like a bit of a thank you. Plus, he also just got a good win, so he's 2-1 in the UFC, which is good. Michael Venom Page is 2-1 in the UFC. Shout out to him. Sick fight. Not a sick fight, but a good performance by MVP. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, Sergey Pavlovich, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Ah, yeah, shit fight. Pavlovich won. Good. I picked Pavlovich to win. Pavlovich. And yeah, good pick, obviously. I don't know how people picked Jairzinho Rozenstruik. He's terrible. He looked terrible in this fight. He literally kept falling over like a fucking fat buffoon. Um, Dude would literally, he wasn't even getting knocked down. He was just like losing his balance every jab or every strike he'd take. He's horrible. I don't, he's literally, he should literally be a middleweight, but he's just decided, I want to eat everything, so let me be a heavyweight. And now look at you, you're just obese and you're losing to top guys. So I did pick first round knockout for Pavlovich. I didn't know Pavlovich decided to become a fucking Nurmagomedov, which we'll get to right now. But yeah, I got that pick right, but it is what it is. Shit fight. Said Nurmagomedov, Vinicius Oliveira. Well, well, well. I'm gonna do an entire video on this, but I'll briefly sort of shit on the Dagestanis here. Brother. Brother. Yo, you guys fucking suck. I know I picked Said Nurmagomedov and I got that pick wrong. Wah. I don't care that I got the pick wrong. I'm glad I got this pick wrong. Fuck Said Nurmagomedov. Fuck the Nurmagomedovs. Fuck the fucking Dagestanis. I don't care. Vinicius Oliveira went out there. He fraud checked Said Nurmagomedov. He had a fucking broken rib. I was about to say he had one rib. He had one rib in this fight, guys. No, he had a broken rib. I think going into this fight or in the first round, I forget what he said, but he had a cooked rib. And he absolutely just fucking outdogged Said Nurmagomedov. And another Nurmagomedov, I know he's not a part of that family, but he probably is. You know, they're all related. Another Nurmagomedov that has no fucking gas tank. This dude, Said Nurmagomedov, was throwing the sloppiest fucking punches late round two, early round three, or sorry, late round two, going into round three. He was throwing fucking windmill and he was falling on his ass. He was throwing windmill punches and all that. And I'm like, what happened to the Nurmagomedov name? What happened to the Dagestanis are taking over and da 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 da? Next thing you know, Saeed lost, Usman has lost, fucking Umar has lost, Shar Bullet lost. I know he's not part of the Nurmagomedov family, but again, they're all related, guys. They're all related. But in all seriousness, Saeed Nurmagomedov lost this fight. Wasn't super shocked by it. I'm actually, and I know I wasn't the only one that thought this. I low key thought they were gonna give Saeed the robbery decision. I low key did. I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting for the decision, and I'm like, they're somehow gonna say it's like 2-1 or Magomed. But no, they gave it to Vinicius Oliveira, man, which is like insane. That's a really good win in Saudi Arabia. And what's next for Vinicius Oliveira? I mean, give him top 15 now at this point. Give him someone in the top 15. Give him not Usman, Umar. Fuck it. He called out Umar. Fuck it. Fuck Umar Nurmagomedov. He shouldn't get a title shot. He should fucking face Vinicius Oliveira or fucking I don't know, Mario Batista. You're not getting Sean O'Malley. You're not getting Peter Yan. You're not getting fucking whoever. Anyways, fuck Said Nurmagomedov. Let's go Vinicius Oliveira. Fares Ziam versus Mike the Fake Beard Davis. I got this pick right. It was looking a little spooky, like I think at the end of round one, where I think he got like a really good takedown or something. Bro, this fight was probably the fight of the night. I think it was the fight of the night. I think this was a better fight than Nurmagomedov Oliveira. It's close. It's close, but really fun fight. Very bloody. Mike Davis has the fakest beard I've ever seen. Fares Ziam is the most flexible human being on earth. Don't tell John Jones that, alright? Because he's gonna get a little too excited. But seriously though, he looked really good in this fight, Fares Ziam. Obviously I picked him because that's the logical pick. Unlike some YouTubers that picked Mike Davis or that picked some of these other guys like Rozenstruik. If you pick Jairzinho Rozenstruik, by the way, anyways, Fares Ziam won this fight. Now you got to give him top 15. At this point, you have to. You have to give him top 15. Please, like, just give him Michael Chandler, something. Like, I was watching this guy. He beat Mike Davis, and I'm like, bro, lightweight is low-key being held back by guys like Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje. The more I think about it, like, low-key, bro, low-key, you can't lie. Like, Because it's like, why are they doing Gaethje versus Dan Hooker instead of like Gaethje versus like Joe Alvarez or versus like Benoit Saint Denis, who I know he already got a shot against Dustin Poirier, but like, why is Justin Gaethje coming off of a knockout loss, getting a fucking shot against a top-ranked guy, coming off of 4 wins in a row, 3 or 4, Dan Hooker? Why is he facing Dan Hooker? He doesn't deserve a Dan Hooker fight. He should be facing like fucking who's like someone in the top 15. He should have faced a guy like Moicano or a guy like whoever, the Patty Pimblett. But instead, we're doing Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje. We just did Chandler Oliveira. It's like you got guys like Fares Ziam, Joel Alvarez, fucking whoever the fuck you want to name in this lightweight division that is hungry and trying to come up. And yet you got guys like Michael Chandler who still want to fight guys like Max Holloway, who want to fight guys like Arman Sarukian, top guys. Dude, if Michael Chandler is not booked to face a guy like Fares Ziam or fucking anybody, somebody who is not a fucking top fighter. Sorry, bro. I just want to go on that mini rant because it's annoying as fuck. Perez Ziam should be fucking ranked. He should be taking Chandler's spot in the rankings. I don't care no more, bro. So I got that pick right. And yeah, as for these other fights, I mean, Mohamed Naimov versus whoever, who cares, right? I don't know who I picked. I don't care. Shamil Gaziev, Shamil the Blob Gaziev, baby. Woo! Shamil Gaziev is coming for that heavyweight title, baby. First of all, he looked lean, he looked mean, he looked fucking hungry. He always looks hungry. But Shamil Gaziev went in there, he smoked this fat, obese fucking I almost said something crazy. He smoked Thomas Peterson. He smoked him in the first round with the I forgot. He just hit like a right cross, I think. It was just like a right hand. Boom! Thomas Peterson's fat ass goes down. And Shamil Gaziev is going to be the future GOAT of this division. Shamil the Blob Gaziev look good. Man, I love Shamil Gaziev. Just look at good fighter. Good fighter. Look at it. Just look at Shamil Gaziev, bro. If you're a Shamil Gaziev enjoyer, man, look at him. Good fighter. He's so fucking fat and hairy. Shout Shamil Gaziev. He smoked Thomas Peterson. I got this pick right because never pick against the Blob, all right? Never, ever. I don't care if he's facing John Jones. So shout Shamil Gaziev. He might, all jokes aside, he's going to probably be a big problem in that division. Terrence McKinney versus Demir, whatever. They literally like got this guy out of retirement, this Demir Hasdovich guy, just for McKinney to knock him out. Terrence McKinney fucking sucks. He's gonna like he'll beat this guy, but he's gonna get smoked by like anybody who's like kind of good. Like Daniel Zellhuber would beat his ass. Esteban Ribovic knocked him out. Drew Dober knocked him out. Like he doesn't even beat unranked guys. If you guys think he's gonna be anything, I hate Terrence McKinney. I don't know why. He just look at his face, bro. I hate this fucking. Sorry. He's my least favorite YN. Jasmine versus terrible fight. I don't know who I picked. I think I picked Bueno Silva. I think I picked Jazudoviches, actually. I don't care who I picked. Women's MMA is shit. This was the worst fight on the card. Bogdan Grad versus Lucas Alexander. Bogdan Grad looks like kind of looks like what's that guy at light heavyweight? The one that looks like Anthony Smith. He kind of looks like him. I forgot his name, but a little bit. But this guy, he's pretty good. Um, yeah, there's not really much to say. He won via KO. Very good KO. Bogdan Grad, very good fighter. Good fighter. And yeah, I don't know. He might be something at featherweight. And then this was a huge robbery. Hamdi Abdullah Wahib versus Jamal Pagwiz. I completely shitted on this fight. And of course it was a shit fight. I think I picked Hamdi. I think I picked Pogwiz. I don't know. I don't care. I shit on heavyweight MMA to say my shit on women's MMA. So don't say I'm misogynistic because as much as I shit on women's MMA, unless it's Mackenzie Dern or Bruna Brazil, or I like Tatiana Suarez, she looks pretty good. Zhang Wei Li, unless it's like some of those. But anyways, Hamdi Abdullah Wahid, just look at this guy. He's a fat fucking. Anyways, yeah, that's the card. Robbery. They gave him a robbery. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, that's the card. Pretty solid card. Overall, I thought Israel Adesanya getting knocked out is kind of insane. Shara Bullet losing is not that crazy to me. I kind of picked it. I kind of expected it, but really, 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 really good card. Actually, I don't know if it was a good card. It was. I don't know. I kind of take that back. Actually, it was. Uh, it wasn't a good. It was a solid card. We'll say that it was a solid, solid, solid card. It wasn't a good card. That's kind of pushing it. Like good is like. I mean, there was a lot of like really shitty fights on it. It was solid. It was a solid fight night in Saudi Arabia. Um, See you guys next time. And yeah, fuck Habib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, I'm not right. Yeah.